All right, everyone. Thank you all for tuning in to Lady Diva Live Radio. Let's jazz it up. That is Treat Yourself, that track right there. Here I am, your host with the most, Lady Diva, on air now. Phone lines are open. All right, everyone. I would like to introduce you to a funk jazz artist that's been in the music industry for a pretty good while. His name is Pablo Ojeda. Welcome, Pablo, to my platform.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
That track right there, Treat Yourself. Good Lord. Who is on the drums and the horns? I love it.
Oh, thank you. So it's interesting, and we may get into this a little bit, but the stuff that I've been putting out as a solo artist was all started during the whole COVID thing. So, not having any other musicians around, that particular track, there's a drum loop, and then I'm playing bass, guitar, and keyboard. And I wanted to have some good horns on there, so I contacted my friend John Nastos, who's a great sax player here in Portland, and sent him the track, and he added his sax to it. So it's pretty much just two people on that track.
Oh, wow. You did a great job. And what year was that track released? It was just 2020 or 2021?
2020.
Okay. Right. Okay. Well, I love it. That one is called Treat Yourself. Yes. So I would like to introduce the listening audience. This is Pablo Ojeda, and he has been in the funk music for a pretty good while. He started off listening to such greats like James Brown, Stevie Wonder, and, of course, Parliament. And he also, him and his brother Ricardo, formed one of the Northwest's most popular funk bands, Rubberneck. Rubberneck toured the United States several times, and opening acts for Maceo Parker wore the Greyboy Allstars, and so on and so forth. So let's give Pablo a welcome, and we're going to continue on with the show. So I'd like to ask you, Pablo, where are you calling from?
So typically I would be in the Portland area, since that's where I live here in Oregon, but I'm actually vacationing this weekend, so I'm up in Washington, kind of out in the middle of nowhere in an Airbnb.
Okay, great. So tell us about Portland over there. What's going on over there?
Oh, man, Portland has a great music scene, especially for, jazz and funk and that kind of thing. I mean, there's some great musicians doing a lot of great things out here. People like Farnell Newton, who's a trumpet player. He's played with Jill Scott and Bootsy Collins. He lives out here. Arietta Ward, who I believe you had on your show a few months back. Jared Lawson, amazing singer. I mean, there's just so many musicians out here. It's a great scene.
I told Arietta I want to come and see her live on stage. So don't be surprised if you see me in the audience somewhere. Yes, Arietta, yes, and you, of course. And thank you for that information. So I would like for you, Pablo Ojeda, to introduce yourself to the curious listeners out there. What would you tell them about yourself?
Well, like you mentioned, I started off mostly with the band called Rubberneck, and we did have quite a bit of success here in the Northwest, and opening for those acts and touring. We even lived in Spain for a summer playing music when we first started out. And so that was an adventure, but after that, I've played with a couple of other bands here and there, but, the bass player is always kind of in the background, just trying to hold it down, hold down the groove. But, with this whole COVID thing, I was just kind of stuck at home all the time and really wanted to get some music out, and I had some ideas and started recording things. And, before you knew it, I had a few songs done, and I was really liking what was coming out. And I thought, maybe I'll just release this, maybe release like a little solo thing and see what happens.
Yeah, well, you done a very good job. I think when folks are stuck in the home, um, and you get a little creative. And I will go into mentioning this newest single, "Thankful." It's been blowing up lately. So, what's the story behind the music, Pablo?
So this one, when you're writing music, it can take all kinds of shapes and forms. And sometimes you sit down and a song will just come out just right away and you just feel really good about it. And other times you have ideas that are just kind of running around in your head for a long time and you don't know what to do with it. I had this bass line kind of running around in my head for a while. And, one of these days that was just sitting around playing with music, playing my bass, listening to some different drum loops and things like that. I found a drum loop that I really liked, and I thought, I wonder if that bass line that's been going around in my head would work with this drum loop. So put those together, and then it just came together really quickly after that. I really liked the way that sounded. Started, I found some guitar samples that I really liked. I play guitar, but I'm not a great guitar player. And I found these really funky guitar parts. So I added those to the song, and then once I got it to that point that I was really liking the way it sounded, I reached out to my good friend John again and said, "Hey, can you lay down some horns for this thing?"
Wow. Well, here we go. What the fans are asking for. Here is "Thankful." And you stay in that hot seat, Pablo. We'll be right back. Sabroso by Pablo Ojeda. All right, Pablo, tell us where the music is streaming at and where they can purchase that single at online.
The song's available on all platforms, so you can stream it on Apple Music, Spotify, Pandora, all of the usual suspects, and you can download it from all of those as well.
All right. Thank you for that information. Now, the fans want to know where they can follow up with you on social media. So go right ahead and give them the link information.
Yeah, I think I'm probably most active on Instagram, and my Instagram is, I'll spell it out. So it's Pabs PDX Bass. So it's PABS PDX Bass. And that's on Instagram. Facebook is the same thing, facebook.com/PabsPDXBass. Let's see what other ones I have. I'm also on YouTube. So they're all pretty much